Hey guys, welcome back to my channel. Do you guys like my festive feline top? I thought I'd wear it to celebrate the last video of the 1990 Supermodel edition series. And I wanted to say that I held off on this particular sketch because it was one of the biggest supermodels of that era. Actually, I should say she's probably the biggest one. Any guesses as to who I'm referring to? Well, if you guessed Cindy Crawford, you're right. I remember seeing her everywhere. You would turn on the TV and she'd be doing a Pepsi commercial. Or you would go to the grocery store and you would pick up a magazine and she was the cover of Sports Illustrated. And then you would sit down and want to watch, some tunes on TV, and guess what? She's on the MTV Beach House. I mean, she was everywhere and I couldn't get enough. I can go on and on, but let's get back to the sketch. I wanted this particular sketch to be a runway moment, so I wanted it to have movement. So I picked this 1991 reference picture, and I really like the fact that she's wearing lingerie inspired pieces on here, which are still very relevant today. You just have to look at the Fenty Rihanna line, and you can see how it's heavily influenced by lingerie. And I'm wondering, should I make a Fenty inspired sketch? Do you guys want that? If you guys do, sound off below. But without further ado, let's get into that Cindy Crawford iconic lingerie 1991 moment. So here we're starting off with a previous sketch, and I'm modifying it so that it has the same type of pose as the inspiration picture on the left. So here we jump into sketching the outfit from the inspiration picture onto her, as well as the draped shawl she's carrying. And here, can't forget the shoes, baby, get the shoes. Now here we move into filling her in with solid colors. At this point, I only fill her legs halfway up with black because I want to achieve a transparency look on the upper parts of her thighs, where the stockings show a little bit more of her skin tone popping through. Here we're moving into the body shading, and one thing I like to do at this point is always refer back to my inspiration picture and really see where the light is hitting her and where the shadows are hitting to really achieve the same look from the inspiration picture. I usually start off with a medium shade, and then on top of that I layer a darker one, and then towards the end is when I like to do the highlights. And here we're getting ready to pop on that makeup. Like before, I start off with a medium shade to define her facial features, and then go back in with a darker shade to really define those areas. And then towards the end is when I like to add that highlight, just like her body. Usually it's to the bridge of her nose, her brow bones, her cheekbones, a little bit to her chin, just to really get where she's catching most of that light. Shading the hair is always a really fun step during sketch time. I really enjoy doing this. It's really relaxing. It's something that I really don't have to really think about a lot, other than, obviously referring back to the inspiration picture. But I can really take my time here and just like lose myself into the sketch. filling in these baby hairs at her hairline was a lot of fun. And I have to say, I really like all these styles that incorporate baby hairs into the overall style. I really like how these turned out on her. Here I'm adding additional details to her outfit, like little edging details at the sweetheart neckline and some little scallop type of details to her straps and her leg openings, as well as shading in the bodice to make it have a satin look. Here we're doing some additional shading to her little shawl moment just to give it some more depth and movement. Now we're finishing her off, adding a little bit more depth to some of the details like the roses in her hair, the one in her neckline, and also we're going to be jumping into her garter belt straps and also adding those details. And here we have that final Cindy Crawford moment sketch. I really love how she turned out. I'm loving her all black all day look, and I really hope that you guys like her too. Remember to smash that like button, subscribe to my channel, and share this video with all of your friends. And also remember that you can follow me on Instagram as well with the same handle, Mendozagram. And I will see all of you in my next video.